All right, Jake Paul and Canelo. This guy, Jake Paul's a brilliant marketer. He's an entertainer, but he's as full of shit as he is all of those things. He's this YouTube sensation doing the crazy things, and his brother, and they're entertainers. They know how to throw something out there and get people to grab onto it and to bite it. And you got to respect him for what he did to bring people to the boxing forum to watch this ordinary person start to train for boxing and actually get out there and not look like a fool. But let's make no mistake about it, everybody. Please, I see it. I'm on social all the time. I watch what these people say, and they legitimately think it. Is he a guy that's going to go out and, well, let me say this. I had a cousin who was a boxer, and we went to the gym one time, and I watched another cousin get in the ring with him. And I debated getting in the ring. I was going to just spar, and my cousin, who was a very good amateur boxer, would go easy on us. But the thought was, hey, get in the ring and watch how difficult this is to do. And they're in 2-minute rounds, right? What Jake Paul did was in 2-minute rounds. The level of fitness that you need to do to even get into a ring and be able to move around and function is extraordinary. For 3 minutes or 2 minutes, particularly if it's in a real fight, even sparring. But in terms of Jake Paul, that's not a real fight. Against Mike Tyson, that was not real. It was staged. It was scripted. Tyson hardly threw any punches in it. Guys, don't be fooled. It's not because of his age, because you can watch the sparring. And if he came in against Jake Paul and threw him in the corner and started to do that, Jake Paul is not like some fleet of foot guy, and his weight was way up. So he's not fleet of foot and nimble, was just going to go do a Floyd Mayweather or Pernell Whitaker for the old boxing fans and run around the ring. It's not possible. So, when my cousin got in the ring to go spar with the other cousin who was doing this actively every day, he was gassed. So I got to give Jake Paul a lot of props for what he has done to even just get in the ring and function and be able to last, 8 2-minute rounds or some of the other ones that he's done. Credit to him for that. But you are not getting in there against any remotely close boxer that is not scripted and asked to feint his punches, whether he's 58, 48, 38, 28, it doesn't matter. I'm not a big Canelo Alvarez fan. I never was. I think Canelo back in the day would have gotten dominated by the fighters of that era. That's just my opinion. But Canelo Alvarez against Jake Paul, are you kidding me? Canelo Alvarez will, if it's unscripted and it's real, Canelo Alvarez will put Jake Paul in the hospital, literally in the hospital. Jake Paul has never, ever, ever taken body shots like that. Anyone who knows anything about boxing will tell you that in most cases, a tremendous body shot that rips to the side and even to the kidney area, even liver area, will bury you and buckle you to your knees, sometimes more than a headshot will. Headshot's no joke, don't get me wrong. But Canelo Alvarez unloads a couple shots on him, it's good night. Jake Paul would not be able to even get to him, even at Canelo's accelerated age, and you can argue he's not in his prime anymore. So, guys, get over this fantasy. People will fill the stadium to watch. They will, and they'll light up Netflix or pay-per-view or however it's done. People will have to watch, and I would watch it because I want to see if it's scripted, and I want to see if it's the real Canelo Alvarez, if it happens, right? It's being talked about. Jake Paul's like, what? Why the F would I get in the ring with him? All of you are going to think it's scripted. He's just doing that to get a rise out of everybody and to take the temperature of what the public would actually go for. The public would go for Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul if it was real. If it's in any way starting to appear like it's scripted again, I don't see any way. If he went in against Jake Paul and it was unscripted and it was real and Canelo Alvarez destroyed him, well, then this whole experiment is gone. No one would ever want to see Jake Paul again. If Jake Paul keeps winning or he loses the, Tyson Fury's younger brother, 6, I think he had 6 or 8 or 9 bouts. Okay, Jake Paul lost in a close decision. People were willing to see it again. You bring a big name in like Mike Tyson. Now there's talk about Conor McGregor. There's talk about Canelo Alvarez, and that's another one. And McGregor's not a boxer by nature. Canelo Alvarez is. That's been his whole life. He doesn't need to convert from another sport and go to another, unorthodox sport. It's like Conor McGregor, I don't even know if he'd be able to handle those shots. I just don't see this working in an unscripted environment. So we'll see on